Hi! Welcome to my neighborhood. Gusto mo coffee?
Oh, sige, coffee. Libre ba to?
Pwede naman. Tara.
Ah, sige. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sa akin ba yan?
Oh. That's...
Hindi ka ba sure?
Hindi, ito na ininom ko eh.
Ay, sige. Okay na yan. Thank you. Ano to?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Let's go.
Thank you, thank you. Libre ba to? Ay, ako nagbayad.
Ako nagbayad niyan. We're actually near my apartment. It's a studio apartment, so...
Oh, wow. Nice.
Let's see.
Oh, thanks for having me pala.
Huh?
Thanks for having me.
Sure. No problem.
Okay lang ba? I have a couple of questions pala, bro.
Sure.
You seem like very smiley and jumpy.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you?
I would say 9. Well,
9.
There's always room for improvement, diba? Pero, well, this is my life now. I'm living in the big city, London. Come, tara. Come,
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I am a nurse here in London. Pero bago lang ako kasi kakalipat ko lang from another trust.
You're a nurse.
Yep.
If you weren't a nurse, what would you be doing?
Siguro in the entertainment industry kasi mahilig tayong mag-perform. Performance level tayo, di ba?
Ano yun? OnlyFans ba?
Hindi naman. Sa TV, most, mga ganun lang. Mga arte-arte lang ba? Kasi I love performing.
Anong area ka ba? Special area or ward?
Sa ortho elective ward ako. Tara, pasok tayo.
Medical ward? Surgical ward?
Surgical. Para hindi masyadong complicated. Ayoko ng medical.
Do you do a day off or a bank shift?
I do a day off. And kaso dahil gipit tayo ngayon, magbabank shift na lang tayo. Sorry, medyo masikip lang. Welcome to my humble abode.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's warm. You pay the bills, don't you? Lovely.
Yes, I do. I told you, I'm a fan.
Let me see.
Roy's YouTube on my television.
You are really a fan. Thank you.
And this one. Hi. So, what are your questions?
What do you call this? Is this a studio flat? Or?
It is a studio flat.
Which means?
Well, it's just a single room where everything's in here. You have your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, all in one place.
Oh,
Do you want a tour?
Of course, but
yeah.
First, let me ask: has this bed seen a lot of action lately?
Dito talaga wala kasi I'm a single person, so wala tayong jowa. Single person. Pero, you know, may mga times na nagagamit naman siya.
For sleeping after
first sleeping after
shifts.
a long day.
A long day. You wanna show me around? Yeah,
sure. So, here, well, as you enter, meron na tayong agad sa bathroom. Nandito tayo sa bathroom. So, we have leather bill light. Ayun na siya.
Amen.
So, may bathtub. Huwag mo masyado buksan kasi masyadong baka hindi malinis. Then, there's a toilet. May cotton cupboard kung saan ko nilalagay yung aking mga toiletries. There's a sink. And another cupboard for my skincare.
Skincare. Ah, oo nga pala, no, bro.
So,
next video, no, skincare routine mo na.
Yep. Next is my...
Is that the kitchen?
It's not actually a kitchen. It's just where I have my, what do you call this?
Convection heater?
Yeah,
cooking?
Heater for cooking, of course. There's a sink. Of course, di nawawala sa ating mga Pilipino ang rice cooker.
But do you have rice though?
Because rice is life. I actually have a little.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then a toaster, microwave, kettle, and air fryer. Because alam mo naman, gusto natin laging nagpiprito ng mga pagkain.
What's in the fridge though? Is it empty?
No, not really.
Aparador na ba yun?
So, wala. Ito lang ang nabili ko from M&S, mga breads. Actually, paubos na. I need to do my groceries later.
You just had your payday today, so you can do your groceries.
I might, yes. And there's my collection.
Well, tell me about those things.
So these are my collections. These are ref magnets. So from each country or city that I visit, I make sure I buy one of this. So I've got one from Scotland, Amsterdam, Mallorca, Switzerland, Seville, Barcelona, Paris.
How about you tell me like which country do you like the best amongst everywhere you've been to?
Switzerland is my number one.
Why?
Everything there is just so picturesque and very scenic. Lahat talaga ang ganda. Yeah, it's in Mykonos.
I swear I thought you said Mykonos. I didn't know
Yeah, it's Mykonos. So, di lang masyado maingay yung TV pati yung akin. So, gumagalaw siya. Yeah. So, 1,200 lahat na to except for
1,200
for the rent. And then you've got some bills are not included. So you have to pay for your council tax, you have to pay for your electricity, water, internet.
Do you feel secured here though?
It's very secure. I mean, there are like security cameras down there, and then it's locked anyway. The building's locked, so it's
show me the view from the window.
Yeah, so here makikita mo ang view ng aking neighborhood. I feel like I'm Emily in Paris when
Emily in Paris.
when I check on the view. Got all the nice houses around here. I think they're like not Victorian houses, but they're like very London vibes. Yeah. Medyo malamig lang pagbukas siya. So I make sure na nakasara siya every now and then. Yeah.
Le files. Sabi ko kusa lang tayo dati.
Oh, welcome na.
Oh, yan. So sit down tayo kasi
sit down interview.
So pare, you said actually guys, magkatrabaho kami ni
Yes.
Yeah, we work together in the same ward, in the same hospital basically. So pretty much we earn the same money. It would differ by around 100, but it's pretty much the same.
Depende lang kasi kung mas marami kang night shifts.
Yeah. So around 100 pounds
weekends.
difference. And you have the same years of experience as well. So really the same salary grade.
Yeah, nasa top band na tayo ng band 5
kasi we're really good nurses.
Kasi we're old na. We're experienced nurses. Matanda na kami.
Yeah, so we've been there, you know, we've been there, done more.
We've been there back and forth.
Return trip, mga
return ticket.
Return trip, yun. Your rent here is 1,200 before the bills. So that's probably gonna be around 1,500. Is that a safe number?
If you estimate like kasama na yung bills, it'll be 1,400 to 1,500. Yes. Kasi nga,
damn.
Aside from that, meron ka pang mga groceries.
I know.
You have to spend, sa paglakwatsa mo and everything. So it's
you have to be alive, isn't it? You have to live as well.
Yeah, so sometimes you'd rather go on a bank shift instead of mag-day off. Kasi the more yung day off mo, mas gusto mong i-expense sa labas, mas marami kang na-spend na money. So, if you want to save up, you have to do, a lot of bank shifts at least once a week.
Let's do the math.
Yeah.
For the sake of transparency, So, pag nasa NHS ka, Central London, your average salary as a band 5 would be around 2,400, and that's if you opted out.
Yeah.
So pension, you've opted out, haven't you?
No. I still pay for my pension. Yeah.
Right.
So, actually, yung tax ko, aabot yun ng, just recently, 1,200 for the tax. Imagine.
For a month.
Imagine if without salary, aabot siya mga 3,400, 3,500.
Yeah.
But since may mga taxes nga.
Fuck taxes. Anyway, I'll edit that out. What's monthly average, if you don't mind?
So when I joined, medyo mababa pa siya. Kasi
where? Sa guys or?
Sa guys.
Oh, sorry, sa current employer. Sa current employer.
Medyo mababa pa siya sa current employer nung pa-start ako. Kasi parang, syempre, wala pa tayong masyadong mga enhancement and everything. So, I started around 2,300, 2,200. Yun yung initial. Pero as months go by,
Pero wait, nandito ka na in this flat?
Yes.
God damn, okay.
So imagine, I have to like pay for the rent while I'm earning that much. So it was a rough start, I would say. But then, eventually, nung
rough start, you're barely surviving. Parang 2,300 minus 1,500, that's magkano ba?
You don't know
math. That's 800 pounds.
800. So imagine I would have to like squeeze in that money.
That's before your groceries and fare and plane tickets.
And it's not just that, kasi I have other responsibilities as well, especially at home. I have to send money every month.
Yeah, being breadwinners that we are, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. and your Gucci and Louis Vuitton bags. And
That was my previous life before coming here in London.
Right, yung nga, tell them about it.
Yeah.
Like, where were you before?
So, a brief history, employment history.
Pak!
So, galing ako ng Dubai, actually Abu Dhabi for 4 years. I worked there for 4 years. And actually, yung salary mo dun is...
You're old, man.
Not that old. I'm still young. So, nag-start ako doon 2015 for 4 years before I moved in here sa UK. So, my salary there was actually parang okay siya as compared sa Philippines, of course. And then, eventually, syempre, okay na yung salary, yung cost of living doon kasi hindi rin masyadong mataas.
Right.
Nakatira ako sa isang studio, like, parang ganito din, pero syempre, mas upgraded naman to. Parang, magkano lang yun? Mura lang, mga 400 pounds for your own space.
That's like a third of what you pay here, no?
Yes, exactly. So, yung life ko doon was chill lang. Kasi, mas malaki ang nasisave mo. Especially.
Right. So, was it easier maintaining that lifestyle there kaysa dito?
Yeah, pero kasi when you were in UAE, wala ka din masyadong magagawa. Kasi, parang work, bahay. When you go out,
Is it an open city? Like, are you allowed to be gay there?
Well, technically, hindi allowed ng mga gays. Pero kasi, as Filipinos, marami na mga beki na Filipino na nandun. Pero kasi, they just don't tolerate yung mga
PDA, like public display.
Yeah, like yung public display na parang hindi ka masyadong magpapakita ng sexuality mo as outside. So, kailangan nakatago ka lang talaga. Yeah.
What happens if like, I don't know, like off topic, what happens if you get caught?
Well, you'll get deported. It's just not you being gay, it's the sexual act. When they find out, like when you get caught doing that thing.
Right.
So, dun ka lang ma-deport.
Okay, fair. Okay, going back, sorry.
Yeah. So, yon for 4 years. I was able to save up. So, nakapagpagawa na kami ng bahay. Me and my sister, we both work in UAE, but she's in US na. So, during that time, okay pa. Malaki-laki pa savings and everything. But then, coming here in UK, mas malaki yung sahod. Pero nga, yung tax, dun nakakain. Nakakain nga nung tax, yung lahat ng mga pera mo.
Like, imagine, ang gross mo dapat, no, around 200,000 pesos, pero you're gonna pay like 60,000 pesos in tax.
Yun nga, dun lang tayo nagkakatalo talaga sa mga tax na yan.
Tax, yeah.
Imagine, yung salary mo kung walang tax. Diba?
So looking at it, by the number, no, you're gonna have 800 remaining from the salary after the bills and your rent.
Well, just to clear up, that's just when I moved here in London. When I was in Basingstoke, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Well, okay. For context, kasi context is very important, no? Central London po ito. Like, it's in the very center of London.
It's very close. Like, ito, where I live, it's just close to Kensington Palace.
Right.
Hyde Park.
Right.
On the other side.
Kasi I walked by Hyde Park going here, which is like a stone throw.
Bakit konyo ka? I'm going here,
I'm from Lasalle.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so, yeah, so everything is accessible. Like, mga shops, yung tube stations, malapit lang din dito. So,
do you think it's justifiable, the rent?
I mean, wala naman akong choice kasi nandito na ako. So, parang, well, to tell the mga people who's watching this, hindi ganun kadali maghanap kasi ng flat or place to stay in London. Maraming competition. So, maraming competition talaga. Like, everyone wants to get a room or a place to stay in London. But then, I just end up being here. Kaya wala rin akong choice. Kaya I have to like, just move on with it.
Wait, going back. So, 800 pare.
800.
How do you manage?
That was the starting. Okay.
So, is it 900 now? 1,000 maybe?
More than 1,000 na yun na ang maiuwi mo.
So, how much is your monthly now after tax? If you don't know.
So, monthly, I am earning 2,400 to 2,600 now. So, that's still ranging. And then, kapag may bank shifts ka pa, so one bank shift here would be actually mga ano lang, 200 to 300 per shift.
How much bank shifts do you have to do? Kasi
so
you have to maintain a life.
I know, for just this month, parang every week, I make sure meron akong bank shift. Yeah. Yeah,
you look like it. I'm kidding. Joke.
Pagod na ako. Diyos ko, pa-zombie na ako dito. So, kailangan talaga natin ng bank shift para masustentuhan mo yung mga
so is it like
mo.
minimum of a shift or dapat dalawa talaga per week yung bank shift mo?
1 per week is enough, especially when you have like 3 or 4 shift, regular shift.
Yeah.
Kasi pag 5 days na yun, parang wala kang ng buhay.
But are there other times na you have to do 2 bank shifts per week?
Well, hindi ko pa siya nagagawa dito. Pero when I was working doon sa dating sa dating trust ko, nagagawa ko siya.
So you need around extra 800 pounds no, to live a life, to maintain your lifestyle.
Yes, actually, yeah. Yeah. So, hindi siya ganun ka.
So, hindi kasi nakakaalam ang regular shift sa UK ay 13 shifts every month. So, per week may 3 ka, and isang week din may 4 ka to make the 13. So, you have like around 17 days of free days. You get to decide no, kung if you're gonna rest or...
Pero siyempre, dahil mga Pilipino tayo, hindi pwedeng putyo-putyo lang. Palaban tayo dito.
Trabaho dapat ka.
Work. Kasi, alam mo naman, may mga binubuhay tayo sa Pilipinas. So, hindi yan ganun kadali.
Nakakatawa kasi when I started working here, dun ko lang napagtanto na as I thinking about living abroad and working and supporting a family back home. Now, there are 2 kinds of OFWs, the ones that work to provide para supportan ang pangarap ng family back home.
Yeah.
And then there are those who goes here to support their own dreams.
Yeah.
So which one are you?
Well, I think I'm doing both. I'm supporting my family. At the same time, I make sure na I'm living my life. Especially, I'm living in London, which is, one of the big cities around the world.
It is. Yeah.
And hindi lang yun. Syempre, kailangan, malapit na tayo sa Europe, di ba? So, travel din pag may time. So, I make sure I travel, at least, pag may mga annual leaves ka lang.
Kasi earlier, di ba, I showed the ref magnets that you have of all the countries you've visited.
Yes.
And you even corrected Mykonos. Kasi akala ko na lang Mykonos is it makes us anyway.
It's Mykonos or
Mykonos.
yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Santorini din. Ang ganda ba ng Santorini?
Magaganda silang lahat. Maganda kasi doon, maraming mga island, so marami kang mga beach.
Europe ba yun? Europe ang Mykonos?
Of course, it's in Europe.
Kasi sa hindi nakakaalam. Pag may 3 day off ka, you can literally punta sa Europa.
Yes, especially in Paris.
Yeah.
People could just like go to a train and be in Paris in 4 hours.
Like have breakfast and go home.
Just have a croissant.
Like croissant.
Yes,
croissant. Some more bint.
Ano da?
I don't fucking know, man. So, ganun siya. Personally, I've never done it. I just don't have the courage, or maybe I'm just too lazy to work on my visa. But if you have a visa, it's convenient.
Yes, that's another thing. You have to apply for a visa. Hindi porket nasa Europe ka or sa UK ka, you can just like easily fly.
Kasi I've had questions before na bakit di ka pumunta here and there, nasa Europe ka naman, di ba? No, iba po ang visa ng England, ng United Kingdom sa visa ng Europa.
It's actually under a Schengen visa.
Yeah, which is like cover niya ang couple of countries in Europe. And not every country in Europe as well.
So if you have that visa, you can travel like any countries in Europe, like as part of EU. Basta part siya ng EU.
Yeah, but that's another video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pero going back para sa shift.
Ano tol? Ha?
Umiyak ka na ba sa shift?
Umiyak sa shift?
Dito sa UK
Sa UK, I think it happened to me once.
Saan? Sa previous?
Sa previous trust. Ano ba? Iiyak ka pa ba sa work natin ngayon? Hindi na nakakayak yung work natin.
Ano nangyari? Para baka
kasi
similar
iba yung life natin back in...
Baka same tayo ng story. Anong nangyari sa previous trust?
Iba kasi yung experience mo working from another trust. I mean, iba yung experience mo from one trust to another. From my previous trust, it was... exhausting in a sense na yung workload, especially yung, kunwari, one nurse is, yung ratio doon is 1:8, 1:9, minsan nga 12 pa pag night shift. Diba? Ang hirap talaga! Ang hirap talaga siya. So, there was one time, it was a long day shift. I have like mga deteriorating patients. And aside from that, meron din akong annoying nurse in charge. Okay?
Shout out Basingstoke Trust.
Bistoke. Pero ano ka ba? Malaki yung utang na loob ka sa Basingstoke. Kasi kung dahil sa kanila, wala man ako dito. So yun yung naging starting point ko dito. So it was a busy day shift. I have a deteriorating patient. Patient needs blood transfusion that time.
Ilan yung patient mo that time?
I have 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Pero that time, ideally dapat 1:6 lang kami talaga.
Yeah, of course.
So, but then we have, you know, more beds and more patients. So, going back, so, deteriorating patient, nag-ano na ako, struggle na ako. Sabi ko, shit, walang cannula yung pasyente. Mahirap siyang i-cannula. Wala pa yung bloods. Yung yung hemoglobin ng pasyente masyadong mababa. And then yung nurse in charge mo, on top of it, marami pa siyang inuutos sa'yo. So, parang, alam mo yon, everything is just adding up sa utak mo. So, yung pressure talaga, nadadagdagan. Sabi ko, shit, I have to do this, I have to do that. And then, sinagot ko siya, can you just wait? I have to do this. Parang sabi, inaano naman, parang, nadala lang ako ng emotion. Sure.
I-blip out yan, di ba?
Basta kasi sila, parang, they're known for being tamad kasi, di ba? It's just based for my experience. Most of them, ganun sila.
Kwento mo ng kwento mo, bakla.
And then yung parang nasagot ko na siya, parang, nakikita mo ba, ang busy-busy ko, tapos pinapagawa mo ba to? Pwedeng ikaw naman yung gumawa nun. Kasi nga, wala ka namang ginagawa.
Pasyente mo rin ba yung mga problemado? Like, what did she want you to do?
Hindi, may pinapagawa pa siya iba. Parang more on, like, managerial stuff. Pero trabaho niya dapat kasi talaga yun. Minsan pinapasa niya na lang.
Kasi yung mga putang inang yun. Anyway, going back.
So yun dapat kasi talaga na trabaho niya. Saan niya pinapagawa? While I'm busy looking after that deteriorating patient. So nasagot ko nga siya, and then parang habang kinakanyulate ko yung pasyente, doon na ako naiiyak. I was crying in front of the patient. Parang ginaganyan ko na lang siya. Sabi
yung
niya,
tanong, na-shoot ba?
Na-shoot naman. Na-shoot naman. Pero naiyak ako kasi parang na-build up nga yung pressure and everything. So, nakanyulate ko lang siya, and then I have to go out trying to like compose myself. So, parang nag-breathing exercise lang ako just to relieve the stress. And then, naging okay naman. And then I talked to her, and I said like, I was sorry about my behavior, like how I responded to you earlier. Doon sa nurse in charge. Okay. And then, sabi niya, parang, no, it was okay, it was understandable and everything, blah, blah, blah. So, we were okay after that. Pero deep inside, tang ina nito. Nung gigigil na ako.
Yun lang ba yung umiyak ka?
I think that was the first time I experienced crying.
Was it like one of the deciding factor na you said, this is enough, I'm gonna move out?
So, my contract was for 3 years. I made sure na I won't have like a bad record na parang, lilipat na lang siya, hindi man tinapos yung kontrata niya, ganun and stuff. So, I made sure na tinapos ko yung kontrata ko. The deciding factor was, iba na kasi yung workload na binibigay sa amin during that time. Yung trabaho na ginagawa namin is parang pang nurse in charge na talaga. Pang band 6 na siya. So parang sabi ko, hindi na tama to. It's not fair. I mean, you're working more than what you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, working above your pay grade.
Above your pay grade, yeah. Exactly. So parang, ayoko na. Nakakapagod na. And then, ayun, that's what makes me decide na lumipat na nga dito sa London. Which was not a bad idea, actually. It was a bad decision.
Any regret?
Regret sa part na parang ang mahal-mahal kasi talaga.
Ang mahal mabuhay sa London.
Ang mahal ng mga... Everything here is just expensive. Like, kunwari, bibili ka lang ng itlog. Itlog, magkano na yun? Parang...
Di mo naman kinakain itlog.
Pero hindi nauubos siya. Pero yun nga, medyo mahal kasi ang mga bilihin dito. Yun lang yung part na parang... I would say na parang... something that's off with living in London. Pero you're gonna expect na ganun talaga, mahal talaga, especially when you're living in the city. Ganun yan!
Pero dito, no, like after you work, you still have the energy to work out, or maybe have dinner with friends and colleagues. Kasi sa previous stress ko din, after work, I am just gone. I'm dead. I'm a zombie.
Really?
Like, I don't have time to go out with friends or see a movie before sleeping. Pagka uwi ko ng flat, I'm gone.
Parang wala ka na sa mundo na to.
Yeah, parang
completely shut down ka na.
Tsaka bro, parang kunyari long day ako, no? Pagising ko pala ng umaga, sobrang drag na ng pakiramdam. Like,
parang hindi ka na makatayo.
Parang ayaw ko na. Parang really, do I really have to go through this?
Yeah. Well, that's the time na parang doon ka na mapapaisip.
Yeah, exactly.
Parang, is this still... I mean, gusto mo pa bang gawin to?
Kasi similar tayo ng story pare.
Yeah.
We ended up sa current ward natin because of how just crazy and heavy and unfair our previous workplace was.
Yeah.
My story naman kasi, sobrang heavy din ng orthopedic ako na trauma.
So, orthopedic trauma ka din?
Parang na, di ba?
Same.
So, those dementia people, it's not their fault, they're not well, but it's not for me. So, sa akin naman, trabaho ko, mga 2 taon ako ng band 5 dun. And then,
wait, what year ka dumating?
2020.
Ah, okay.
3 years ago, 4 days ago, yay!
Oh, happy anniversary. Nawala ako sa'yo ng ano, kasi October 2019 ako, ikaw?
January. No,
so 3 months. 3 months.
Bobo ka ba sa
October, November, December.
So ikaw na matalino, fine, 3 months.
Okay, o yun.
Pagdating ko, kasagsagan ng COVID, babes. Anyway, pagdating ko dito, okay, orthopedic ward, fine. Akala ko lahat ng ward...
Wait, pero galing ka ng Pinas before you come here?
Galing ko ng Pinas, wala akong experience. I thought that every ward was the same, heavy and crazy, understaffed, and everyone was dependent on...
Diba? Pero parang yung experience mo kasi, hindi yun yung maiisip mo na pag, kunwari, nandito ka sa UK, iba yung trabaho.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Diba?
You wouldn't
parang, dali lang trabaho dito sa UK kasi galing na ako ng Pilipinas eh.
Kala mo lang. Pero dito kasi totally dependent sa lahat ng care.
Just,
hindi ko na-expect, bro, na I'm gonna be washing them and wiping
their asses.
bottoms.
Especially, yeah.
Kasi sa Pinas, you always have the SO or significant other family.
To do that.
Kasi sa Pinas, like my relative na unemployed. who's there?
Who can be there to look after the patient.
I appreciate them a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so nag-band 5 ako, then nag-band 6 ako, then sabi ko, this is not worth it. Kasi yung difference ng sahod ko, parang around 400, 500. Malaki siya if you think of, pero kung inisip mo yung stress ko, na kahit I'm home, makakareceive ako ng email about Datex, hindi ko mapigyan sa sarili ko, kundi ay babasahin ko. Oh my, sabi ko, lagi lang ako, oh my God, really this happened, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, really? Kasi pagpasok ko ng work, ako rin mag-sort out nun eh. Ako rin mag-resolve ng Datex, mag-feedback and all.
Wait, is this as your band 6 position?
Band 6 na yan.
Okay.
So, sabi ko, okay, I'm done. Sabi ko, I'm gonna go back to band 5. And
wait, when did you decide to come back to band 5? Is it when you come here or while you're still there?
I was there na sa Pinas. Sa previous stress ko. And then, nung band 5 na ako, I was doing my job as a band 5. I'm happy and all, blah, blah, blah. Tapos, may isang shift talaga na nakapag-decide sa akin na, that's it, man.
Ano yun? Can you share that?
So, 3 tao yung sabay-sabay na humingi ng commode.
Okay.
Wala akong ACA for some reason. Baka kasi pinay ako. Anyway, so, nagkuha na ako ng commode. Nag-assist ako ng pasyente. Going back to bed. Kapag siya sa mag-toilet, pupunasan ka siya, lilinisan. Tapos yung 2 pasyente, sabay-sabay sila lang sumisigaw.
Like commode.
Commode, help. Tapos may relative doon na nakatingin sana masama. Tapos, doon na ako, akala ko I was strong. Kasi, sabi ko, I got this, man. I've been through a lot. Shit. Tapos, nung pinutulak ko na yung commode papunta sa sabi ko, tumigil ako sa gitna, nanghina yung tuhod ko, and nanginginig na yung dibdib ko. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to cry. Tumakbo ako sa toilet, naglak ako, tapos umupo ako sa sahig, tapos doon na ako umiiyak. I was like, what the fuck?
Was it because dahil parang burnt out ka na? Or?
Sabay-sabay. It was more on, kasi physical is fine. It was more on emotional stress lang na is it worth it? Is this really what I'll be doing for the rest of my life? And na feeling ko rin na I was being bullied na I didn't have help. I didn't have an ACA with me. And I thought, this isn't a respected job the way they treat us. Doon nag-break down na ako, umiyak na ako doon. Tapos paglabas ko, nakita ko ng band 6 na close friend ko. Kasabay siya mag band 6.
Filipino?
Hindi, team siya.
Okay.
Sabi ko, I'm sorry, I need a break. Okay. Lumabas ako. Iyak ko sa labas. Shut down. So, doon ako nag-decide na that's it, that's enough. Nag-apply ako sa ating employer. Tapos, sinek ko sa na, I'm a good catch. Hire me. I'm a band 6.
You have an experience.
I'm fucking skilled. Tapos yun, I got the job. Magkatrabaho na tayo.
I know. Pero to tell the people who's watching, hindi kasi ganun kadali ang mag-nurse dito. Especially, not just because you have a difficult patient, is sometimes you have like demanding and difficult relatives as well.
Yeah.
Like when they like ask you to do a lot of things, parang, hello, wala ka naman sa private hospital, bakit ang dami mong demands, di ba?
Akala, they think na you don't have other things to do.
Yeah.
Akala isa lang pasyente.
Akala sila lang yung pasyente mo.
Ano?
Pero,
the audacity.
Yeah. As man. So, yeah. So, ganun na yung life natin from our previous trust. And then we moved here. Medyo mas madali. Lighter yung job. Tapos sabihin,
very.
Diba?
To be honest, a bad day sa ating new trust is just easy work.
Yeah.
Walk it apart from it.
I think the difficult part lately was just having, those different types of patients where we have to like render patients lang mga urology.
Hindi ko kasi alam ang cases dito kasi I'm from an orthopedic. We only did hips.
we have mga orthopedic cases.
Oh,
pero
but there's spine kasi.
Yeah.
So I had no idea.
Same. I wasn't really familiar with all those cases that we had.
Sa baby stress mo ba online na kayo? System sa Ultrust or baby
Actually, yes. Yeah. Online kami doon. Talaga ba?
Paper-based kami, bro. So I had to adapt. I have to adjust. Pero sa interview sabi ko kasi I'm flexible. So
so nag-adjust ka.
Nag-adjust ako, boy.
Pero yun nga. Dito naman, actually, mag-change na tayo ng system.
Ano na naman? Epic.
Yeah. Pero,
okay.
mas feeling ko mas okay siya kasi sabi nila everything will be just in one system, like in one app.
Yeah.
Parang ganun kasi
I think
ginagamit
that's gonna be more efficient.
Shout out sa mga taga-Tacloban.
Shout out sa yung mga
taga Pampanga, hello! Oh.
Gusto ko sanang sabi ko na like I wanna try to work in Manila kasi sabi ko I need to grow up and conquer a city.
Yeah.
Tapos lumipat ako dito, napadpad ako sa hindi siya countryside Greater London, border ng Kent. Sa Dartford.
Doon ka magaling.
Tapos sabi ko I should try London and try to live in London. So, yun na nga. Kaya, I'm here. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
True. Same. But pareho tayo na experience. Yeah. I know. It's like meant to be. Charot.
I know.
Pero ako din, I've always wanted to live and work in the city. Because ever since, nasa province lang ako sa Pilipinas. I'm from Pampanga, as I said. Tapos, working in UAE, parang nasa province din ako.
Parang Emily in Paris ka lang na nasa.
Tapos, dito nga, so, pagkarating ko parang nasa countryside din ako. So, parang, never worked and lived in a city. So, sabi ko, given the opportunity.
Yeah, you should at least try it once and you'll know kung if it's for yours, it's not for you. Or at least, when you're old and gray, like, you have a story to tell.
Yeah, so ang tanong, babalik ka pa ba?
Ay, pas na ako.
Babalik ka pa ba sa city? Would you rather work in the city or gusto mo pang bumalik dun sa previous like
I don't
area
know.
nung
Sometimes kasi parang it's so draining dito din. Kasi on your way to work and home, nakaka-drain din yung madami kang kasalubong. Parang it sucks energy from you. Nakakasalubong mo na yung current, like your current lang.
Like everyone's rushing, everyone's just like parang they have their own world. Parang kailangan parang alam mo lang sila, parang mga horses na may
ano. Parang it's a sea of people but you're alone.
That's how you feel.
That's how it feels.
Yeah. Pero kasi that's how it is, living in the city.
Maybe you're really alone, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe you're just alone.
maybe you're not alone but you're lonely.
It's just, well, you're actually right. Physically draining siya, living in the city. It's just because you have to commute, going to work. Whereas before, lalakad ka lang.
Bro, I literally lived in the hospital compound. Like, I could wake up at like 6:50 and make it to work at 7.
Tapos di ka na maliligo, di ba?
Of course, I don't shower, man. I'm a local.
Well, may mga point na gano'n parang hindi ka na maliligo kasi sobrang lamig ng weather dito. Pero, maliligo ka naman at night before.
Yeah.
So, bago ka pumasok, at least kahit papan, fresh ka pa rin naman, di ba?
Parang ganda ng place mo, parang cozy siya tingnan tayo.
It's cozy, especially during nighttime.
Parang paghiga ka. Parang pag nakahiga ka, sabi mo na, gutom ako.
Yeah, pwede ka dumiretso
sa kusina naman dyan Kasi ako, lalabas pa ako ng kwarto sa kitchen kasi it's a huge house.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's one of the, like, advantage ng living in a studio kasi parang everything's just right there.
Pero may privacy ka talaga, you have your own toilet. Sa amin kasi siya.
I mean, I could do whatever I wanna do.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like, bring man.
No, like watch porn, charot.
Feeling ko pare from my perspective naman sa Metolo, parang your experience sa London or kahit sa bansa, feeling ko yung maging experience mo is gonna be all up to you pa rin Like, it's gonna be all up to you how you decide.
Yeah.
For example, ako, na-delay ko kasi yung decision ko umalis Had I decided earlier, mas naging madali sana ang buhay ko. So really, it's up to you to get what you want, to get what you think you deserve.
Yeah.
Para sa kung hindi healthy dyan, get out of your... Kasi, eto nagstay ako kasi comfort zone ko siya. Kasi alam kong busy, pero I know how busy it is. Pero alam ko what kind of busy. I know how to approach it, I know how to react. So nagstay ako kasi comfort zone ko. So, get out of your comfort zone. Kasi hindi mo alam may mas maganda pang comfort zone kasi dyan.
Tsaka kasi na-adapt mo na yung environment. So everything is just parang routine na lang sa'yo, di ba?
Routine ka rin last pagod. So.
Oo, pero routine na rin yung pagkapagod mo at the end of the shift, di ba? On my point of view naman, everyone has different experiences. Like, as you said, everything's just all up to you. It depends on what choice you made, like kung ano yung magiging decision mo, depends on you. As for myself, I decided to live on my own. I started to work. I mean, I decided to work and live in London. Alam mo yun, tapos when you go, hindi ako na iiyak, pero parang I'm just sharing what my experience is. Parang hindi siya pare-pareho. It doesn't mean na ganito yung experience namin. It applies to every nurses here na nakatira or nag-work dito sa London. So, everything is all up on you. Ganun yarn! Yeah.
Kinda sad.
Okay, gusto mo ba ng counseling?
Night shift pa kasi ako mamaya.
Gusto mo ba ng mental health nurse referral? So, ayun po. Ba't ako na yung nag-host dito?
Maraming salamat sa panonood. I hope...
Ba't ang lungkot?
Hindi naman. I hope nag-resonate ang aming napag-usapan sa inyo guys. I hope nakaka-relate kayo or maybe nakakuha ka ng idea about life here. Pero sabi nga niya, everything's different for everyone. It could be similar as well. But you make your own story, no? You still decide which path your story is gonna go. And that's gonna be all up to you kasi you control life.
Yes.
Oh.
Perfectly said! I don't have anything to add.
Sobrang maganda na. Thank you guys, and until the next one, mag-comment lang kayo kung you wanna share something, your experience.
Thank you for having me. Sa mga nanonood sa channel ni Auroy, you can follow me on my Instagram.
Anong pangalan?
It's
nasa screen pack.
Iaan na lang niya sa sa description box.
Anong pinag-post mo doon?
Well, I do a lot of travel.
Ay, di ba may travel ka this week? Saan ka ba?
So next week I'll be traveling to the land, the miracle land. Ano ba yan? The Holy Land.
Milagros. Saan ba?
Sa ano pala? Sa Israel. Ano yung Rome pala?
Israel.
No, I'll be traveling to Israel. So you'll see a lot of content, especially kung next week.
Last week saan ka ba? Ay, no. Last month.
Last month I was in Morocco.
Last month?
I was adjusting my life. Kasi hindi
nag-bang shift ka ba?
Hindi, actually, hindi ka pa makapag-bang shift na.
Right.
Sa ibang na yon, topic na yon. So, yeah, that's
maraming salamat para na appreciate ko. Salamat sa kape, libre ko pala. Salamat, appreciate ko bro.
Thank you. Arte mo.
Sige, mag-iyakan pa kami guys. Thank you.